Hello folks, welcome to Lester's Custom Truck Shop. Greg B. in Chesapeake, Virginia. Your LC2547 is complete. Okay, got to put the covers back on it, but everything else is done. You can see I got all the wires dressed up. Got everything put back together and labeled. I tell you, that blue sure does look good. Got the white LED in the meter. Memory select is installed and working. Wanted to show it to you before I put the covers on it. Wanted to show you the inside of it there. There's your filter upgrade. First RF amp upgrade. Upgraded the input capacitor. The voltage input capacitor is now 4700 microfarad. The voltage regulator buffer filter is now 3300 microfarad, both up from a 1000 microfarad. Okay, there's your Ranger Echo, the LC2547. Okay. Alright, echo and time is right here on the front. There's your 10-turn clarifier, which you will learn to love. Volume and squelch are down here. Now your volume switch has an on-off position. Okay, but you didn't have an internal amp installed, so the power switch stays a power switch and cuts power on and off. So this on-off switch that's on the volume squelch doesn't do anything. Okay, now then, on your what do they call it, Talkback. Talkback's been moved to the back here. Okay, got a stock knob on there, matching knob. You notice I got matching knobs on all of these. That's what you pay for. Pay for that kind of stuff. Okay. Now, I try to remember to tell everybody, but I often forget. The little bubbles you see on the decal are from the soap. Little soap bubbles underneath it. And don't ask me why. They always wind up there. Just don't try to push them out. Don't stick them with a pin. Don't do any of that stuff. They will dry out, okay, and go down. So you won't be able to see those bumps. Okay. And there's your LED lit meter. Looks pretty good, I think. All right, scan. And the way you make the radio scan is set the squelch where it just barely squelches the radio, like that. Okay, to the right is scan up. You see it does that till it hears a signal. When it hears a signal, it'll do that. Okay, when the signal goes away, it goes back to scanning. Okay, same thing going down. When it hears a signal, it does that. Now, if you want it to continue on, in other words, it stops on noise or something, you just simply click the channel selector in the same direction, and it'll go back to scanning. Okay. All right, now your memory selector. Right, I've already got some stuff programmed into it, but like for channel 38, I'm going to hit the get button and we're back on channel 38. The way you store things is you put your channel selector on the channel you want to store, okay? And then you put the memory select on the position you want to store it in. Like on 38, I've got stored on Charlie, on C. So what you do, you hit the store button, you'll see the display go out. Okay, so that one's now stored in Charlie. I've got some other ones stored. Like in A, I think I've got 815 stored in there. Nope, 955's in there. B, I believe, is 19. Yep. C, of course, is 38. D is 41. And echo is international call. Now, you notice that last character over there moves a little bit. And I just turned it back on, so the radio's still warming up. But when it warms up and stabilizes, it won't move around. Alright. What else do I need to show you? Everything else is pretty much self-explanatory. The CSF switch, that's what it is. Channel selector function, or channel switch function, whichever one you want to call it. Okay? With this pushed in, see that little red LED come on there? It says CSF next to it. That changes your channel selector to a band switch. Okay? It changes 45 channels at a time. And that's so you can move back and forth real easy. Now, what it does, when it hits the very top, it rolls back around to the bottom. Okay? That's your lowest frequency right there. That is your highest frequency. In other words, same thing. If you're at the lowest channel and you turn the channel selector to the left to go down further, it'll roll back over to the top because there's nothing below that. All right. Okay. Let's turn off the CSF and hit get. We're back on channel 38. Okay, I think I covered everything. If not, just shoot me an email and I'll be glad to answer any questions you have about it. Okay, let me get the covers on it. I'll be right back. Alright, I've got the cover sitting on it. Got a few folks on there on the lower side of 38. Now it's about 6 o'clock in the morning. I know that these guys are southwest of me, over close to Interstate 75, which is quite a piece from where I'm at. I'm pretty close to I-95, but ground wave in the morning, I can hear them. I'm using the Galaxy noise filter. I like that a lot. I think it makes the radio sound so much better. This thing has an excellent receiver. Alright, let me put it back on the dummy load. And let's take a look at the output power. Hang on a second. Let's see. That's on that, and we got that one over there. Now they both have 100 watt slugs in them. Okay, so we'll be reading on the bottom scale on both meters. Right now I'm on lower sideband. Meter on the right is peak. Meter on the left is RMS. Hello audio, audio, hello, 1 2 1 2 audio. I think I got the power turned down. Yeah. Hello audio, audio 1 2 3 3 2 1. There's something wrong with my left meter. It's not reading right. I had pulled these out the other day, these damn slugs out, and put in a higher wattage slug. And some of the older ones, they don't don't like for you to mess with them at all. Alright, so audio, hello, audio. That looks a little better. Alright. So what are we looking at here? Audio. About 20 watts peak. And about, that ain't right. That one's still not reading right. Audio, hello audio 1 2 3 4 5 5 4 3 2 1 audio test. Alright, let me change out that slug, see if I can find a good slug, or try to find a sweet spot where it'll work, and I'll be back. Okay, here's the back of the radio. There's your LSCOM serial sticker. Okay. Talkback. Tried to put it where that it wouldn't cover up any of the warning lettering. Okay. Yeah, more to come. Okay, I'm back. Neither one of them was seated in there really well, but they are now. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 5 4 3 2 1 audio test. So that's about 30 watts RMS, about 40 watts peak, and that's on the lower side. Let me switch to AM. Dead key in about 10 watts audio. Going up about 12 RMS and about 42 audio, 1 2 audio, about 42 peak. Okay, that was on AM. Alright, and yeah, they're both still 100 watt slugs. I just had to fill it with them to get them to read right. I guess they get old and a little bit of corrosion on them or something, unless you get them the little contactor that's inside there. Unless you clean it up or whatever, it don't want to make contact, so you get a high resistance contact there, and it changes the reading. Audio, hello audio, but she's working now. Audio 1 2 audio 1 2. This is a LSCOM LC2547 tuned on Lester's bench. Okay, I think that pretty much sums it up. I need to put all the screws in the cover and put the warranty labels on there, and then I'll be done with it. Greg in Chesapeake, Virginia. I sure hope you enjoy your new radio. It was my pleasure to build it for you. 73s, everybody. Hello folks, welcome to Lester's Custom Truck Shop. Greg B giving you another update on your LC2547. Got several things done. I've got your echo board mounted. I don't have the wires all tied up yet. I was getting ready to mount the LC2547. Going to go in here something like this. Okay, I haven't got the brackets mounted or anything yet, but it's going to go in somewhere in there. But I've got your capacitor upgrades done, and what you're hearing in the background is shortwave. I've been trying to figure out where this station is. It's on 5.025 megahertz, listening on AM. They're playing Spanish music. So it's pretty good. It's quite soothing. But I was listening to it, trying to figure out where it's located. It's about 3:46 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. Anyway, there's your echo. I've upgraded the voltage regulator buffer filter from a 1000 microfarad to a 3300. I've upgraded your DC voltage input buffer filter from a 1000 to a 4700 microfarad. Okay, now I've taken your Talkback and moved it your talkback control, moved it to the back of the radio so that it still works. Had several folks ask me to keep that option, so I did. I do not have your memory switch mounted yet, but I got the board for it and everything. I got to build it and then put it in there. And yeah, the switchboard has to be built. It's a small PC board I designed that basically it programs the switch. It takes the switch and turns it into binary programming in order for the CPU to use it to store your memory channels with. It comes with 5 memory channels. That's your store and get. Now I've turned these buttons into momentary by taking that little bushing out, the little blue latch, by removing it. Okay, your scan up down is now down here. Volume and squelch. That's your 10-turn clarifier. And there's your echo control. Okay, all blue displays. I've got the LED in the meter. Replaced the bulb already with the LED. I've upgraded your filter to a 15 kilohertz wide filter from the 25 kilohertz wide. I've also went to a crystal type filter instead of a ceramic filter, which is better filtering. I've replaced your first RF amp with a high gain transistor and did the modifications to the bias. And I'm continuing on. Okay, more to come. Okay, Greg, another update. Got the 6404 installed. Got the basic wiring hooked up. I do not have all the switches wired up yet. There it is right there. Okay. Got a lot of little things to do. A lot of little things. I got to wire up all your accessories. I still got to build the memory switchboard. I got to wire in the store and get. I got to wire up the channel select function switch. Got to wire up the scan up, scan down. So there's still a lot of stuff left to do. Okay. All right, getting close. Probably another 2 or 3 days. Okay, more to come. Okay. Greg B in Chesapeake. This is your display board out of your LC2547. That's your lowest channel there. I got it on the bench here. There's your LC2547. It's built for your radio. It's all ready. I've got a test channel selector hooked to it. I got power connected to it. I wanted to make sure that the display worked well before I put it back in the radio and that the board was changing channels. Okay. Now, of course, your frequency counter doesn't have the module on the back of it, so it's not in the radio, so we're not going to get anything out of that. But you can see I've got all of the blue LEDs installed now. These were the ones that were purple. I got the new ones in and got them installed in the radio. There's all of your blue indicator LEDs and of course your 3-digit channel display. Okay. Wanted to give you an update. That's where we are. I'm going to start putting it in the radio. More to come.